Hey guys, my name is Rage Darling, and today I'm going to put to the test the top 5 most popular microphones for streaming. We put out a poll on the ScamPro Gaming Twitter to see what microphones are your favourite, and through the results I got a pretty clear image of what you guys like the most. So today I've got them all here in the studio to put them to the test for you to see which one you prefer the sound of. So the microphones I'll be testing out are the Technica AT2020, the Rode NT USB, the Blue Yeti Pro, the Rode NT1A, and the Shure SM7B. I'll be putting them through 2 tests. Number 1 will be casually talking into the microphone with no background noise, so you can hear the raw sound of the microphone with no filters. And the second test will be a streaming setup with keyboard clicks, mouse clicks, and a volume range in my voice. In the description below are timestamps for each mic and test, so you can jump straight to the microphone you're looking for. Before we begin, I do want to preface a couple of things and explain the differences between the microphones so you know exactly which mic will suit your setup. Number 1, we're in a professional studio setting, which has soundproofing to reduce additional background noise, and that may differ to your streaming environment. It shouldn't affect the outcome too much because there are filters you can put onto your microphone, like noise suppression and noise gate, to do this, but there's always going to be that one person who points it out. Secondly, my voice will sound completely different to your voice, especially if your voice is quite low. You'll probably find that if you have a low voice, microphones that can handle lower tones better will produce a much more warm sound. However, I've seen a lot of tests done by people with low voices, so I wanted to try out my own voice for a better perspective. Now, there's some things you need to consider before purchasing a new microphone, and whether it's going to be a USB or an XLR microphone. A USB microphone is powered via a USB and requires nothing other than a free USB port on your PC. Although it's really quick and simple to set up, there is no way of upgrading it down the line as everything is built into the microphone. An XLR, however, is connected via an audio interface or a mixer like the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, which we're using here. This means it's upgradable over time and it's only as good as the cheapest component you have in your setup. So if you dish out 500 quid on a microphone but only have a 50 quid mixer, it will only sound as good as the mixer it's connected to. Another thing to note is the type of microphone you need. A dynamic microphone picks up less background noise but needs to be closer to your mouth in order to pick up audio, whereas a condenser microphone picks up more background noise but your mouth does not need to be close to the mic. Lastly, the polar pattern of the mic is really important. This depicts where the audio is picked up from in the space around you. Omnidirectional will pick up sounds from every direction. Cardioid will pick up sounds from the front only. Hypercardioid will pick up sounds from the front and with a little bit at the back. Bidirectional will pick up sounds from the front and rear equally. And stereo will pick up sounds from the left and from the right. There is only one microphone in this test that lets you choose the polar pattern, so it's important to keep that in mind if you're planning on using this microphone for music or interviews or anything that requires you to pick up sound from multiple different angles. Now with all that out of the way, let's begin testing. This is the Technica AT2020 USB. It's a condenser microphone with a cardioid pattern. It's powered via USB and comes with a small tripod stand, which takes up a small amount of desk space should you choose not to replace it with a microphone boom arm. This is the Rode NT USB. It's a condenser microphone with a cardioid pattern. It's powered via USB and comes with a small tripod stand and a pop shield, which minimizes plosive sounds such as B's, T's, or P's. It also has a standard 3/8 inches thread, which also allows you to replace the stand with a boom arm. This is the Blue Yeti Pro. It's a condenser microphone with multiple polar patterns, which you can select via the dial on the back. This is the only microphone in this test which has this feature, and it's very important to note. This Yeti Pro can be connected via USB and XLR. This is what the USB sounds like, which is useful for people who want to plug this in and record it straight away, similar to the Blue Yeti and the Blue Yeti Nano. And this is what the XLR sounds like for people who want to run it through an interface. The Yeti comes with its own heavy stand and a standard 3/8 thread, which gives you a choice on how you want to use it. This is the Rode NT1A. It's also a condenser microphone with a cardioid pattern. It's an XLR microphone plugged into a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interface. And at Scat Computers, we sell the Rode NT1A with the kit, which comes with a custom shock mount and pop shield, which is used to eliminate popping sounds caused by talking. It doesn't come with a stand, so you will need a boom arm to connect it to your desk. This is the Shure SM7B. It's a dynamic microphone with a cardioid pattern. It's an XLR microphone plugged into a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interface. It comes with a detachable windscreen which reduces plosive sounds and gives a warmer tone. This one also doesn't come with a stand, so you need a boom arm to connect it to your desk. One thing to note about this microphone is that it usually complements male vocals due to the warm tones it produces. So it's interesting to hear how my voice sounds for this. Keep in mind if you're thinking of purchasing this. So we're going to go ahead and do a second test now, which is seeing how the microphones perform in real life environments. So streaming, for example. All right, well, we've chosen Overwatch for this test because I'm going to be clicking a lot of the keyboard sounds, and you're going to hear a lot of clicks, especially when it comes to me trying to attempt to shoot people as McCree. So yeah, with the position of the microphone, it's meant to capture a lot more of my voice rather than my background sound. So if you are someone that has a lot of background sound and you don't mind a microphone being positioned so close to you, then this microphone might actually be a really good choice for you. Why did I peek as Reaper? Like what? What are they gonna do? Avoid me? Okay, that's way too far. Ow! Alright, I'm gonna do a sneaky boy. Come behind them. Oh, she's wrecking! She's owning! Yes, player of the kill! Come on, player of the game, player of the game! Yes! Come on, boys! Come on! I'm missing so many shots, but I'm getting so many hits. Don't let me die! Don't let me die! I'm so close to my ult, don't let me die. Dude, if that's not player of the game, then this game's hacks. And let's do the thing. Boys! Oh, I thought I killed you! Okay, I'm dead. Oh, okay, I'm dead. Okay, next up we have the Rode NT1A. Let's go. Again, there's absolutely no noise suppression or noise gate on this. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You better run away. I am so bad at this hero. Die! Die! No! Ah! Stop it! I don't like it when he does that. Okay, it's time for some sick shots. They don't call me Phase Rage for no reason. Don't put that in the video, John. So this is the Blue Yeti Pro, and we're using the XLR on it. So something that's quite different about this microphone compared to the other ones, is that it actually has gain on the microphone that you control, as well as the multiple polar patterns I was talking about. So this one's actually quite useful if you are someone that likes to do different types of content, if you like to have two sort of like voices, so if you have like interviewing people, for example. Or if you're doing ASMR as well, you can change the polar patterns, the gain, things like that. And you can actually hear your like microphone input live while plugging in some headphones underneath the microphone. Which, if you were going to connect this via USB instead, you wouldn't be able to actually hear back your volume at all, unless it had a microphone input on the mic. So that's actually something quite useful to note. And it has an on microphone mute button as well, so you don't actually have to macro anything on your keyboard to mute your microphone. You can actually just press the mute button on the microphone. So when you're streaming, that's actually really, really useful. So if you need to mute it on the fly, you can. And it's also LED powered as well, so you can see when you actually have got the mic muted and when you haven't. Come here, baby diva. Come here, baby diva. Oh, she dead. She dead, girl. I don't want to die. Don't let me die. Don't let me die. No! Oh! I was doing so well as Hanzo. So this is the Blue Yeti Pro again, but this is using the USB instead of the XLR. Okay. So this is the Blue Yeti Pro with the USB instead of the XLR. Something I noticed straight away about this microphone is the fact that when I plugged the USB in, changing from the XLR, the gain was so much higher, like so much higher straight off the bat. It'll be interesting to see how it does sound. I'm not listening to this back straight away. You guys can hear straight in like real time now exactly how it sounds like. So let me know in the comments down below if you have noticed a considerable difference between the XLR and the USB. So this is the Rode NT USB. This is the USB version of the Rode NT1A. So if you are looking for a microphone that doesn't require an XLR or an audio interface, this is one that you're probably going to want to consider. And also if you are looking for a microphone that doesn't require a boom arm or a microphone stand added onto it, this is quite useful. This just pops right in front of you. So if you do have some space sort of in front of you, kind of where I have the microphone now. I will not lose to a baby diva! Yes! I almost got shot by a Widowmaker though. That's not fair. No, no, no. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm playing Lucio, so you're definitely gonna hear a lot of button clicking for this one. Like, a lot. If you've never played Overwatch, that would be the case if I didn't die straight away. I've just face planted a turret. Okay, this is the Audio Technica AT2020 USB. I've seen a lot of streamers use this microphone. This microphone and the AT2035 is probably the microphone that I see used most for beginner to sort of intermediate streamers. That's fine. You know the game's going great when your Anna decides to do DPS instead of the actual DPS. Sleep. What? You were sleeping! Okay. Top quality banter. Now, if you're at this part in the video, congrats for putting up with me this long. And you may be wondering, why does someone choose to watch someone like me play video games? Well, I'll tell you. I ask myself the same question every day. Yet for some reason, there are a bunch of lovely people over at my Twitch, twitch.tv/RageDarling. Come and visit. Nah, and they like my gameplay, so kudos to them. And if you like it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Oh, it is also worth mentioning as well that Audio Technica do an XLR version of this microphone. So if you are wanting to try out XLR microphones, then consider checking that one out as well. So there we have it, the top 5 streaming microphones with live examples of how these sound. In the description box below, you'll find a link to each microphone we sell at Scan Computers, along with the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 interface and all the microphone accessories that you'll need. If you're new to streaming or you're wanting to get started, why not check out our streaming playlist filled with educational advice and tutorials. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and also check me out on my socials at RageDarling. Thanks for watching, bye!